Hey guys, it's Drac and welcome to another honest review video. Today's video is going to focus on the Buzz Bee Air Warriors Tek 5. Now I'm going to go ahead and get it out of the package and then we can look at the package real quick. The package quotes realistic barrel action, which means that I assume the barrels will rotate. It says that 5 darts will be included and blasts up to 30 feet. So a 30-foot range claim these days is just not very impressive. It's nothing worth bragging about. It's certainly nothing worth putting on the box in a world where all of the elite blasters on the shelves claim ranges of up to 75 feet. It just seems almost embarrassing. Now, this blaster MSRP's for, I want to say $6.99. I'm not positive. I know that it is a little bit less than its direct competition, which would be the Strongarm by Nerf. So we will compare those in this video just so that we have a good baseline. The instructions are on the back. It's pretty stupid proof, much younger audience targeted with the Tek 5, but I'm going to go ahead and get out its darts since I know that it is only fair to compare blasters and test them with what they come with. So here we go. I'm gonna make sure that we load it entirely. Alright, so if it works anything like the Nerf counterparts, this is the barrel drop, and sure enough it is. Nice snug barrel fit. It looks like the barrels are partially uniform in their inner diameter, but look at that air release hole. That's crazy. They don't hold any pressure for the duration of their barrel length because they have a giant hole over there in the side. That's just crazy. I can't believe that they have such a huge design flaw. It means that the effective barrel length for this is a centimeter tops, and that's just kind of crazy. It looks like the turret seal is pretty reasonable. We have a pentagon because we're only connecting into this here so that we can rotate through. It looks like the rotation occurs not on the prime but on the trigger pull. It's halfway, so it uses a Maverick style mechanism. Handle is actually very comfortable. I like that a lot, and it's got a full barrel drop without having to do any modding, which is cool because that means that it's nicer than the Maverick in that way. But the Maverick is still being produced but is no longer the flagship Revolver for the Nerf line. So let's go ahead and fire this. The prime is reasonable. There's a nice draw there. I think it's weird that it curves up. I just think that that's strange. I wonder what the ergonomics of the plunger tube are that makes it so that that's efficient. And then firing, we're getting about 22 feet, 20 feet flat, which is alright, I guess. Now, putting it side by side with the hammer shot, it is smaller. Where it really thrives, it is much more narrow. You can see there that the blaster has just a much thinner profile, which would be good for smaller Nerfers or for holstering the blaster. It would be ideal for that. All in all, I think that this blaster is an okay pickup for what it costs. Now, that said, it's an okay pickup at its MSRP, but the Strongarm is just better at everything that it's doing. It achieves higher velocities and much nicer ranges and performance all the way around, and it's tough to beat because these are by and large on sale for about $10 at most major US retailers right now, whereas this price point hasn't changed at all in the last 5 years. I think that it's time for Buzz Bee to make an elite line of its own so that they can kind of compete in the foam blaster market properly. But that is my review of the Tek 5. It's not a bad blaster, but it's not a great blaster either, so I will let you guys be the judge. This video serves just to kind of make you the most informed buyer that you can be. As always, thanks for watching.